Hey guys, SMZ here. We're back playing Great Shadow Legends, and today we are having a tea party, the Tea Party Titan event. This is a very interesting Titan event that I would recommend that a lot of players push for at least milestone 4 because we get a chance to get this relic at 1,000 points, which is not something I was expecting. I was expecting this either to be much higher or not be available so easily. I probably will push for the 5-star Mad Hatter Soul because Mad Hatter is a champion that I underestimated. I didn't even want to fuse him, but ever since I've gotten him, I have been so impressed. So this event is live, and today I have a team for you that is going to help you do 3 events at once. So we have champion training event going on right now, we have dungeon divers going on, and we have the spider turn attack tournament. If this loads quickly, please do. Yes, the spider turn attack. For all 3 of these tournaments, we have a team here which can do all 3 events together. And of course, we're talking about farming the spider's dungeon. So Spider Heart 10 gives the highest amount of points for the turn attack tournament because you want to do it in the least amount of turns possible. So the team that we have today is the this 3-person team, so that which allows us to put 2 food champions in. So I'm using Marius and I'm using Gnut and a defense down, and that's all I need for this team. It's a very quick team. Let me quickly run this through. All we need is a defense down, and this defense down, I'm using Ghostborn because of his irresistible defense down. You can use Lydia or any defense down. Marius hits. Notice that with the presets, I don't have Marius using his A3. That just boils it down to 3 turns. 10 seconds, 3 turns, 89 points, and this was not a double run. So if I do a double run, so twice this points, 178 points per run. That's crazy. And meanwhile, you're doing this, you're getting dungeon divers points, and you're leveling up food. So that's 3 things at once. So this is a pretty fast team that's going to help you with doing these 3 events together. So as I said, Ghostborn can be replaced by any defense down champion. Marius, I don't think can be replaced, and neither can Gnut. So now you must be thinking I've been pushing out too many of these Marius and Gnut videos. I've been experimenting with some other champions who can farm this pretty fast as well, and boy oh boy, I have found a team. Let me quickly go to that team. I'll show the builds of these champions towards the end, but the team I found is this team right here. Let me just put in 2 food champions and let me talk you through this team. Let's go with which 2 food champions do we want? Let's go with these 2. So this team uses Mad Hatter, the newest fusion, if you've actually done the fusion. This just uses Mad Hatter, Gnut, and a reset champion. I'll show a variation of this team which does not use Kymar as well, and that works too. But let's see why this team works. So I'll show the team in action, and then I will explain how it works. So Kymar, we don't want him to use the reset ability. There goes the A2 for Mad Hatter. That was just Gnut counter-attacking. Blessed Bash hopefully kills everybody, drops him down. The problem is now that Gnut has been put to sleep. We reset, but now we don't use the A2 again. We use A3 to wake Gnut up, and Gnut will go with the second Blessed Bash. Just 7 turns and a sub 30-second run. Isn't that crazy? And this works because of Mad Hatter. So Mad Hatter is a crazy champion who has this one ability which lands Hex and Weaken on the single skill. There are not many champions, or maybe not any champion, which can do this. So he's very unique that way. And then on his A3, with this ability of increases the duration of buffs and decreases the duration of debuffs, he allows the sleep on Gnut to go away. Now, if you don't have Kymar, another way for this team to work, instead of Kymar, I'm going to plug in Thor. And with Thor, what we want to do is we want him to use his A3 first, and then we want him to use his A2. Let's try this out. Mad Hatter will start again with his A2, put Hex and Weaken. Note counter attacks, not really needed. Blessed Bash should kill everybody but these two because they spawned a bit late. Thor puts them back. This time Thor was put to sleep. Should not matter. We wake Thor up. Gnut gets the turn. Now Gnut will do his A2. Put Weaken out. And Thor goes and reduces them down really well. And now Gnut comes in. And for my Gnut, I have Soul Reap, which will finish the boss. 8 turns. So 3 different team variations which can help you do 3 of these events at once. So Mad Hatter, I've been very impressed. I've been most impressed with him in Hydra, and I'm gonna put out a separate video for that. But for now, let's quickly look at the champion builds. So Gnut, I have him in a lethal set. So all you need to do with Gnut is you need to make sure that he will hit his max HP cap, the 10% damage per hit. That's all you need to do. It does need lethal, I think, to make it much easier. So in the end, what I get him in with is I have a 6-star blessing, which helps with a lot of the stats: 6k defense, 300 crit damage, and then high accuracy. In this case, we don't need this high accuracy. Around 300, 320 should be enough as well. I have Soul Reap on him, which for Gnut, I think for dungeon running is one of the best blessings. And then I have him in Giant Slayer. Giant Slayer and then going down the support tree. So let's go for the first team first. Marius, I've already shown him previously. He's a 9-piece Slayer. I can really improve on his banner. That's the only thing missing. But his stats boil down to 6.6k defense, and that's also again due to the high blessing that I have, and a relic which is helping with 250 defense as well. So 6.6k defense, 350 crit damage. I know it's one of the best builds I have, and 350 accuracy. I have him with Crushing Rend, and I have him in Helm Smasher, and then going down the support tree. My Kaimar, he's running at 350 accuracy. He's running at a high speed. He's running at 324 speed. He just needs to be the fastest of the 3. That's all it needs to be. So keep the speed above 250 because we need to go before the boss, and just make sure that he's the fastest champion on your team. I had him built in a more damage build because I used to run him in Fire Knight. That's why he has a high crit rate, crit damage, but doesn't really matter. All you need is a high speed. You need to make sure that he's in the fastest of the 3. For masteries, again, as I said, I was using him in a damage build. That's why he has Helm Smasher, but you can use any tier 6 mastery that you want. Doesn't really matter. His only purpose is to reset. Ghostborn, I have him in relatively high speed, 270 speed, and 350 accuracy, even though he doesn't need accuracy on his A3, but he does for the other 2 abilities. And then I use Thor. So Thor, I have been slowly working towards. I think from the Titan event, I got a 4-star soul, and then I got a 5-star from the market. I have put him in 9-piece Merciless, which is really good on him. I have him in high HP. Oh, sorry, high speed, 6k attack, around 290 crit damage, 300 accuracy. And he is just bonkers as well. Nature's Wrath, because it's 5-star. At 6 stars, I would use Crushing Rend. And then Helm Smasher as tier 6 as well. So yeah, those are the 3 teams. Based on what champions you have, Gnut is pretty essential to all of these builds, of course. Gnut was a fusion champion, so I'm assuming a lot of you do have him. Thor was a recent fusion as well, so a lot of people will have him as well, and same is the case with Mad Hatter. Again, Mad Hatter, really impressed by him. Let's look at his build. So I'm using him in Hydra. The cool thing is that Mad Hatter has Hex and Weaken. So what other utility I could get out of him is with the Provoke set. That's why I have him in Provoke. And otherwise, it's random pieces of gear flying around. Pretty high speed, 278. I want to pump him up even more. High accuracy, so I can run him both in the Hydra as well as in this dungeon for the first time. So yeah, that's the build on Mad Hatter. I don't have a blessing on him. I'm hoping to get that out of the Titan event. And then I put Giant Slayer on him as a tier 6 because I'm using him in the Hydra. So yeah, there you go. Those are the three teams that you can use to triple dip into these points and hopefully pick up this very nice looking relic. And then if you really push, then also go for the Mad Hatter Soul. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this improves your teams and see you next time.